What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Tev Talks. I'm your host, Tevin Harmon, and today we're talking politics. And I got one of the Topeka mayor candidates here, Henry McClure. Mr. McClure.
Henry McClure live.
Henry McClure live. Here we go.
Henry to you, no mister.
Well, Henry, you're a businessman, but also now you're in politics.
Well, I'm not in politics yet.
Okay, all right. It's getting into politics.
Yes, I'm trying.
Okay. So what's one plan if you're elected mayor, how you're going to bring businesses in, but also support local and small businesses?
Okay, first thing we got to do is we got to get government out of business. We don't need to have Topeka has, over time with the chamber and Go Topeka, they've tried to pick the winners. They control the economic development money, and then they try to create markets that aren't there. So, for example, like the hotel, I had a private offer of $7.6 million, and it was never even addressed. They had a consultant of $554,000. Look, I can make it to where I'm not going to bite off more than I can chew. You know what I mean? Don't go down the road of something that we shouldn't do. And there's no reason we should ever have to hire a consultant ever again. But in order to be able to attract businesses to this town, we got to have an even playing field. We can't have one guy over here not pay taxes for a decade and another guy over here vote, to get all the money for like that AT&T building, and we got to have complete transparency from the chamber and Go Topeka. If they're going to vote really what I want to know is where did $125 million go? That's over 25 years. We should be living better. And so what I want to do is take the money that for economic development and use it actually for economic development. Now, and that means first putting it in the roads and then our water department. But there isn't anybody better than attracting people, because this is my 46th year in real estate. So if we have a uniform development agreement that all you have to do is follow state law, and everybody gets the same deal, it doesn't matter what your last name is, then it's a fair deal.
Understandable.
Did I over-question that?
You're good. That's completely fine. Okay, so now next question. What's your plan to keep youth here in Topeka instead of going off to the bigger cities?
Well, look, I'm a guy that I didn't hate Topeka when I left, and that's the reason you elect me mayor, because I went to Winter Park, Florida, Boulder, Colorado, Chattanooga, Tennessee, back to Boulder, Greeley, Long Beach. When I lived in Long Beach, I commuted to Reno. Then I moved up to Ventura, traveled nationwide. Then I started an internet company. Because in about 94, I thought shopping on the internet was going to be popular. But a little Amazon company did a little better than me. But then I went to Kansas City, Tampa, and home. So I'm not so sure. I met the president of the student body at Washburn the other night. But I'm not so sure that people getting out and about is such a bad thing. My daughter lives in Kansas City, and I'm happy for her.
Absolutely.
But I think we've got to engage the kids that want to stay here. We've got to engage the youth and have them part of the committees.
Absolutely. I love it. Absolutely. You're doing great. Okay, now this is a question that's just kind of off the wall, but I figured it would kind of get your views on things. But if you could have any job in the city of Topeka, not politic related, what would that job be and why?
Well, I'd just stay doing, being a commercial real estate broker and developer. I'd just stay in what I do. I was telling a guy the other day, I don't know that I worked a day in my life. I like what I do. I was always the guy that worked with the independent people. When I developed College Hill, the Jerry Morgans of the world are the people that I dealt with. And we just ran into some problems. But no, I just keep doing what I'm doing. Whether or not I become the mayor or not, I'll still be out making deals. I want to be completely transparent with all of my real estate transactions, open and honest.
Absolutely. Well, I love it. Well, I appreciate your time, Henry.
Well, I like watching your shows. You're engaging,
Well, that means a lot.
And I did ram that that same pole at Sam's Club.
So we have the culprit right here, guys.
And, but listen to this. You know what they said? You're the only guy that's ever come in and confessed.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, again, thank you.
All right, I love you all.
Thank you guys for
what? Henry McClure for mayor.
Here we go. Y'all heard it here first.
Thank you. I need your vote.
Make sure that y'all continue to stay watching Tev Talks. This has been Tev Talks, powered by Voiceland Media, where we give your brain a voice.